Bonjour, hello, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Learn French with Anubhav. If you have already subscribed to my channel, press the bell icon to get the latest updates. Today's video, we are going to do something different. So today we are going to have a brief introduction to DELF and DALF examination. Now, if you're a French student or simply a French learner, you would have come across this term for sure, maybe from your teachers or maybe on social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, etc., or on YouTube as well. So first let us know the full form of DELF and DALF. DELF stands for Diplôme d'études en langue française, and DALF is your diplôme approfondi de langue française. Now the full form itself is sufficient to suggest that okay, it's a diploma. Diploma of what? DELF, diploma in studies of French language. DALF, diploma in advanced diploma in French language, right? Approfondi. So now we will get to know that what's the difference between DELF and DALF after a few minutes we get into the video, right? Let's proceed further of the discussion that I have had decided. So if you talk about the formal definition, like I have obtained this information from various websites, okay, from websites of different branches of Alliance Française, and there was a website of DELF-DALF exclusively too. So yeah, numerous websites have been referred. Okay, so DELF and DALF are the official qualifications awarded by the French Ministry of Education to certify the competency of the candidates from outside France in the French language. Okay, so let's relate it this way. If you haven't heard about DELF and DALF, you must have heard about IELTS and TOEFL, right? Now those exams are what? Those exams are giving a sort of validation to the candidate that okay, you belong to this particular level corresponding to the CEFR framework. Okay, CEFR is what? So Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. We will get to know about it further. So for instance, okay, let's take the same example. IELTS and TOEFL for English. Similarly, we have it for French. Now, IELTS and TOEFL, these are like single exams, and based on the score, you get your level, right? Like I gave my IELTS in January 2021, and I got 7.5 bands, and that's like equivalent to C1, right? In French, it's slightly different. So in French, you have 6 separate exams corresponding to each of the CEFR level, and also some of those levels have further types as well. Okay, so CEFR I have already talked about just now. It stands for Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. It has mainly categorized the competency in a language in 3 broad categories: level A, level B, and level C. Level A is like your beginner level, elementary level you can call it. Level B is like the independent level, that okay, you are an independent user of the language. And level C is the advanced level, and those again have further parts: A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Okay, 6 levels. Now A1 you can call it like absolute beginner. You can call it low. A2 other, you can call it lower intermediate or upper beginner. B1 B1 is intermediate. B2 upper intermediate. C1 advanced, and C2 proficient or expert, or you can even call it native fluency, that you are as good as natives in this language. So these are the 6 levels that we have. Now, okay, if you if you just take a glance on these, you might feel that, okay, A1 would be the highest level because like in exams, A1, A2 is what we aim for, right? But A1 and A2 are the most basic level, right? So it goes in this manner, in ascending manner, okay? So A1 is the, rather, we are going from smallest to largest, right? Yeah, that's ascending. So A1, then A2, then B1, then B2, then C1 and C2. Now, of course, since there are 6 different levels, there are going to be some changes as we progress from A1 towards C2. For example, vocab, grammar, sentence formation, presenting ideas, right? Time duration of the exam, complexity, everything is gonna progress, okay? So A1 being of course the easiest, and as you move further the difficulty is going to increase more and more. Now, okay, difficulty is increasing more and more, but does that mean that you have to clear A1 first to give A2, then you need to clear A2, then to give B1? Not like that. The thing is, these levels are independent. These exams are independent from one another. I have seen students directly giving A2, directly giving B1, and some have cleared, some have not, because they might be still in a lower level and they just for an attempt, they tried for a higher level. Like if you are a beginner, well, I won't recommend to do this because this will be highly demotivating, but still there can be a scenario like that. If you are a beginner, you can even try for B1 and B2 directly, right? You can actually, but it is generally not suggested because, okay, DELF exams are pretty expensive. Okay, they cost much. So just attempting just like that doesn't really benefit you, right? So first make sure that, okay, you are well thoroughly done with your particular level, and if you are confident enough that, okay, you're gonna go for it, then register for your exam, and then of course prepare for the exam specific preparation, and then you're gonna give the exam, right? Like as you all must be knowing, A1, A2, B1 I cleared in first attempt, B2 I cleared in second attempt, right? So most probably in the first attempt I wasn't prepared much for to give the exam, but yeah, from my first attempt I got to know the weaknesses, right? The areas where I'm lacking, and that's how I improved like 24 marks improvement from my first attempt to my second attempt in B2, right? Anyways, I have already talked about my A1, A2, B1, B2 experience on my channel. You can check out those videos, right? In my case, I started right from A1. I cleared A1, I went to A2. I cleared A2, I went to B1. I cleared B1, I went to B2. B2, after clearing B2, currently I'm in C1. Okay, I'm preparing for my DELF C1 exam from Allianz sponsors the Delhi, right? I'm taking classes from there, and I'm in my C1 level right now. Let's see when I get to clear my C1, fingers crossed. Anyways, so now how to give this exam? Okay, these exams are taking place in the offline mode, face-to-face mode, right? Usually the listening part, listening, reading, writing takes place separately, and speaking takes place separately. There are instances where these exams are, these two exams, like these three together and the speaking exam, are held on a different day, but it's very unlikely. Most of the times, all these 4 exams, all these 4 competencies are held in a single day, on a single day, right? And how to give this exam? Of course, you need to contact your nearest Allianz sponsors. But again, there are school centers as well. Several schools have tied up with different branches of Allianz sponsors, or probably Institut Français of India, right? To just conduct this DELF exam for their students, right? For example, in my case, DPS had collaborated, and for because of that, A1, A2, and B1, I gave it in different branches of DPS, and I didn't give any of the three at Allianz sponsors. B2 was the first time that I gave a DELF exam at Allianz sponsors. Okay, so you can check out for that. Now these exams again have more categories, subcategories you can call it. Okay, you want to know the difference between DELF and DALF? DELF, DALF. Okay, these four you're referring it as DELF, and C1 and C2 are specifically called DALF because these are of course advanced level, right? These are like very high level compared to these four. That's why we are calling it DALF, Diplôme approfondi de langue française, right? Now let's talk about the subcategories of the DELF exam. We have DELF Prime. DELF Prime, now one website was giving the age group for DELF Prime as 6 to 9, and another one was giving as 8 to 12. Okay, so for this you need to contact your nearest Allianz sponsors. What's the age group that they are following for DELF Prime? DELF Prime, DELF stands for primary, of course, right? You have three exams: A1, A1.1, the most basic one, then A1, and then A2. DELF Prime, age groups I have mentioned. Now we have DELF Junior or DELF Scolaire. Meant for teens specifically, right? One website has given the age group as between 13 to 18. One has given as 10 to 17. Okay, I refer to multiple sites. So these were the two age groups that I got. Of course, for this as well, you need to contact your nearest Allianz sponsors. What's the age group that they are following, right? DELF Junior, Scolaire. Most probably my A1, A2, B1 falls in Scolaire category only. Most probably because I gave it during my schooling, right? Then comes DELF Pro. Honestly speaking, DELF Pro is something that I haven't really heard much, right? I have mainly heard about DELF Prime, DELF Junior, and DELF 2 Public. DELF Pro I haven't heard much, but still let me talk about DELF Pro as well. DELF Pro we have only for these four levels: A1, A2, B1, B2. But who are the target audience for DELF Pro? DELF Pro for people who are already working, who are working professionals, who want to gain their competencies in their workplace if they are related to French speaking, right? Francophone workplaces. So for that scenario, we have like DELF Professional, right? DELF Pro. Just like IELTS General and IELTS Advanced, right? IELTS Advanced, no sorry, it wasn't advanced, it was academic, yeah. I gave IELTS General out of curiosity in 2021, and there's one IELTS Academic. Academic is meant for what? Students, or the one who are aiming for a job, like that, right? So similarly, DELF Pro is also having a similar scenario. Questions are going to be amended in a different manner. Let me just check if the recording is going on fine or not. Yes, it's going on perfectly fine. Is the text clear? Yeah, the text is clear. Okay, so DELF, these levels we have talked about. DELF Pro, Junior, Scolaire, Prime. Okay, 2 Public, 17 plus is the age requirement. 6 levels: A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, 2 Public. Open to all. And these 4 are, of course, as I have said, DELF. These 2 are DALF. Now, yeah, some branches are there where they have 2 Public age bracket starting at a lesser age, probably like 15 or 14. But it again depends on the branch. It depends on the country. It depends on the branch of Allianz Française, right? So, yes, these are the exams. And okay, as I said that I'll be posting DELF content For the meantime, I'll be focusing on 2 public exams only, okay? Because if in initial stage only I'm falling into the subcategories, then it's going to take a lot of time, and it's going to be tough for me as well, because I haven't really experienced all these levels, right? 2 public is fine. I have experienced it. But these 2 I haven't. So I have to research quite a lot to make videos on it. So initially I'll focus on 2 public only, and as of now I'll focus up to B2 only. First I'll do A1, then A2, then B1, then B2. C1, if I clear in after a few months, then okay, C1 content will be fine. C2 I am a bit skeptic, but let's cross the fingers, okay. Till C1 I am like determined that okay, I need to do this. Anyways, if C2 is a dream indeed. Anyways, let's proceed further. So age groups I have talked about, right? Fine. I have talked about this as well, okay? Right. Now let's talk about the exam pattern. Exam pattern POPECOCE. Just a minute. Production orale is your speaking. Production écrite is your writing. Comprehension orale is your listening. Comprehension écrite is your reading. Of course, it's a language exam, right? So all these 4 competencies, the 4 basic competencies are going to be tested: speaking, writing, listening, and reading. Up to C1 level, that is up to here. I'm drawing a line here. Up to here, all these exams. The pattern is, the marking pattern is same. Okay, I won't say exam pattern because the type of question, duration, everything is different in different levels, right? And different sub-levels as well. So I won't say that. As of now, I'm just saying that exam passing criteria, you can call it, and exam marking. POPECOCE. All these 4 sections, 100 marks exam is there. So 100 divided by 4, 25. All these 4 exams are of 25 each. So 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25, 100 marks in total. Passing criteria is minimum 5 out of 25 you need to get in each section. Now does that mean, suppose you have got 5, 5, 5, 5, that's 5 into 4, that's 20. Does that mean you are going to clear the exam? No. Why? Because you also need to fulfill one more criteria, minimum 50 marks aggregate. Okay, let's take a few examples. Suppose, okay, let's take my example only. September 2023, gave my DELF B2. My marks were 10, 13, 13, 11.5. Total is 47.5. Right. I have cleared all the sections, individual sections, but did I clear the criteria, this one? No, I didn't. Even if I got 49.5, it will be still considered non-ADMI. So see, if you are clearing your sections, but the aggregate is not met, it's non-ADMI. If you are failing in one of the sections, that is getting less than 5, then that's elimine. The term used is elimine. Suppose you have got 55 or 60 marks and in one of the sections you are getting less than 5. It's elimine. You won't be considered as if you have passed. For the term passed, the word is ADMI. Right? ADMIS. ADMI. So, and in my second attempt, as I've already talked about, it was I guess 16.5, 17.5, in writing it was 23, and 17, something of that sort. I guess 15.5. 23, 17, 40, 16, 15, 31, yeah. 16.5, 15.5, 23 and 17, total 72. 72 in my second attempt. So I fulfilled both the criteria and I cleared the exam. Talking about B2, these 3 were clear in first attempts. I've talked about both these scenarios as well. So both the criteria you need to fulfill. Also, if I talk about revaluation, okay, I searched it on net. Some branches do mention about revaluation, but not all. And some branches have stated that revaluation requests won't be accepted because revaluation has been already conducted 1 or 2 times for all the possible cases. So in that case, assume beforehand that revaluation won't be possible, right? Because there are a panel of checkers, right? Examiners are there who are checking your answer sheet and it's getting checked multiple times. So evaluation isn't really there. It's just that if you're above 17, 2 public exams are taking place in every 3 months, right? So you can take your time, you can prepare, you can do better, and then you can give in the next cycle. Very easy. Usually spring, autumn, winter, spring, summer, and I guess autumn is the term used for the September cycle. So these, or monsoon cycle, I am really not sure. I really, this thing got skipped from my mind. Anyways, these are the 4 cycles that we have for 2 public exams. DELF Preem takes place roughly 1 to 2 times a year. Junior takes place 1 to 2 times a year. Pro, I am not really sure when it takes place because I haven't really come across DELF Pro as such. Okay. So again, this 1 to 2 time frequency will vary from branch to branch of alliance sponsors depending upon the demand of this exam in that particular region. But 2 public exams are for sure most of the times, in most of the cases, 4 times a year. Now, in the upcoming weeks, as I have said, I'm going to talk about these levels only. C1 I'm not touching as of now, and I'm not touching DELF Junior, Scholar, Preem, Pro. Okay, I'll be directly focusing on 2 public, right? And now coming to C2, my dream, you can call it, huh? In fact, it's like the dream of every French learner to attain that proficiency, the diploma of that proficiency, right? DELF C2, the pattern is slightly different. Instead of 25 marks, 4 sections, you have 50 marks, 2 sections. Okay. Not much difference, huh? Not much difference. It's just that 50 marks, listening and speaking together, 50 marks, reading and writing together. Okay. So that's how 2 parts are there. 50 plus 50 into 2, okay, it's multiply. 50 into 2, 100. Passing criteria, minimum 50 marks need to be there and minimum 10 in each of the sections. Okay, out of 50, minimum 10 in each of the section and total should be 50. Now you may think that, okay, if you have cleared B2s with suppose 51 marks, you have cleared it, but you want to, after some time, you have taken C1 classes, you have improved your skills, you want to take a retake of your exam B2 to just improve your grade. That is certainly not possible. Since you have already got the sailed receipt, if you have got the passing marks, you are not really allowed to get a re-exam. It's just that in some scenarios it is done that you need to get your previous diploma cancelled. Okay, you need to get it cancelled to give another attempt and just to improve your marks. But I won't really recommend it because ideally you should give your DELF exam with a lot of thorough preparation, and once you have cleared it, okay, once you have cleared DELF, it's good, be it any level, you are good to go. If for classes, there are certain criteria, alliance sponsors like minimum 70 to go to the next level and then minimum 12.5 in each competency, that thing is there. But apart from that, as I said, these levels are independent, the exams are independent from one another. Right. I have seen people directly giving B1, B2 as well. They didn't give A1 and A2, they directly went for B1, B2. And some of them have succeeded too because they had that sort of competency. Right. Exam pattern I've talked about. Of course, I can't go in much depth because I have planned level-wise videos in future to be uploaded in the future. Right. And lastly, last point to be discussed, validity. IELTS result is valid for 2 years. I don't know whether it's revised as of now or not, but when I gave, it was just 2 years. So that's not the case with your DELF certification. DELF certification is valid for life. Once you have cleared your exam, that certificate, that diploma is valid for your entire life. Isn't that amazing? Of course it is. And validity, if we talk about geographically, DELF is recognized internationally. Right, it's an international certification. You can like land up in any francophone country if you have like the higher level certifications, right? And if I talk about job opportunities, of course, as the level progresses, the types of opportunities will also expand in terms of both, in terms of skills required and in terms of monetary benefit as well, right? Things are gonna progress in a ascending manner, right? From lower to higher as we are moving towards the advanced levels. This was a brief introduction of, that's pretty much it. A brief introduction of your DELF and DALF examination. I hope I was able to clear some of the basics of these exams. And I highly encourage my viewers, like if you are really serious for French language, if you are done with your class 10th, why not go for A1 and A2? You can easily go for it, right? If you have got like, say 85, 90 or 95 in your French boards, you are like thorough with French vocab and grammar in that case. It's just that you need to do some examination practice and then you are easily clearing A1 and A2. In fact, B1 as well, right? B2 is a pretty high level, right? B2 you may not be, you may be. I mean, I have seen students excellent enough even in young age. Like I remember when I went to judge inter-school French competition, I saw 1 or 2 students of 6th and 7th. They were excellent in French, right? So they may even go for B2 as well. But it's just that if you have learned French, why not to obtain a internationally recognized certification as well? It's gonna, you will never know, it's gonna help you in future. Now see, in my case, I'm gonna build some sort of career through French only, so these are certainly going to help me out. But who knows, these certificates can help you as well when you are applying somewhere, because knowledge is certainly something that never goes in vain, right? So that's pretty much it for this video, and stay tuned for the examination pattern and preparation videos that I'll be uploading in the coming few weeks. One disclaimer announcement. Video frequency will be a bit reduced at times because I have a bit occupied with a few things. Think of it. 2 postgrad degrees at the same time, 1 diploma preparation, C1, 1 graduation going on. So like 4 courses going on simultaneously. Things are not very easy, right? So frequency, okay, I'll be regular, I'm saying this, I'll be regular, but the frequency may decrease a bit. That's not an issue. If I'm free, I'll upload more videos. Say to Pushudi, that's all for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Learn French with Anubhav. And if you have any doubt or suggestion, you may write that in the comment section below. You may also like my Facebook page by the same name, Learn French with Anubhav. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Au revoir. N'oubliez pas que la langue française est l'amour.